Hey, welcome back guys. I apologize, it's been a few weeks since my last video. I bought this Oris Aquis and I've had it for the past few weeks. I've been wearing it almost daily. I wanted to make sure before I did this review that I had enough wrist time with it to give you a pretty good objective review about the really good things about this and then some of its drawbacks. So, you know, the new watch honeymoon phase is over and I'm ready to talk about it. So I opted for the black dial, black bezel combination in the 40mm size. I do have smaller wrists, so this is a good size for me, and it makes a very comfortable and practical daily wear piece. I think the traditional size is a good, strong point. And the thing that I like most about this Oris is its overall design. Now, there are a lot of dive watches out there on the market. Some of them are very unique. You know, they're nothing like a Rolex Submariner or an Omega Seamaster. They're very much their own design, and a lot of them, you know, they just become forgettable. There's nothing really special or I don't know, unique about them. But I don't feel that way about this Oris Aquis. It's very much a unique and contemporary take on a tool diver that, you know, is nothing like a Submariner or a Seamaster, but it does have a sense of beauty and elegance and confidence about it. I think it's a really good design. I like it. I like how functional it is. It's a very readable watch, especially with how symmetrical the dial is, how that date wheel matches the dial, how it's just cut out down there at the 6 o'clock. I like that there's minimal text and printing. It just lends itself to be a very functional, well thought out watch. I mean, this case shape it's unique. I mean, check out this side profile. The widest part of the widest part of this case is actually down here, nearly where it meets your wrist, and then it kind of bevels up so that you get some really good grip all the way around the sides, you know, on the teeth of this bezel. So it ends up being not only a unique and legible design, but it's very functional. So I like that. I think a lot of thought went out into this piece, into the design of this Oris Aquis. The execution is good. You know, the fit and the finish is on par with what you'd expect on a $1,000 price range for a Swiss diver. I think it's adequate, and I'm pleased with the fit and the finish. I like the sapphire crystal. If you can see there's a nice slight dome to it. It does have anti-reflective coating, although that is a negative point about this. Let me just talk about it while I'm thinking about it. You can see the blue sheen in certain lights, but it's almost entirely non-functional, which is a shame. I mean, you can see me in my iPhone as I'm shooting this video. The reflection and the glare are kind of ridiculous for a functional tool diver. I mean, the anti-reflective coating really just doesn't do its job, so that needs to be improved, and that's a drawback to this piece for me. The bezel has a ceramic insert with the lume pip up there at the 12. The lume is BGW9 Superluminova. It's a nice, vibrant blue. It takes a little longer to charge, but it lasts a long time. And the indices are deep filled, so I've been really pleased with the performance of the lume on this piece. What else can I say about this? Both the rubber strap and this steel bracelet are absolutely fantastic. They're very comfortable. Both of them, they're secure, they're well designed. I don't think you could go wrong with either one, and I'll show you the rubber strap here in a little bit. The exhibition case back here displays the Sellita SW200-1 movement that Oris has decorated a little bit. I mean, they painted the rotor red. It's a very it's a very basic movement. It's a workhorse. It's not particularly beautiful, and there's no Geneva striping or blued screws or anything that's really beautiful about the movement. So it's interesting that they would decide to show it off here with this exhibition case back, because you know, it's not like the, what is it, the Omega Planetocian that has this beautiful coaxial movement that's displayed in a 600-meter diver. You know, I get that, you know, that's a really cool design feature that's kind of blows your mind, but on this it's kind of like, oh wow, yeah, you know, they've got an exhibition case back that's cool, but it's not a particularly interesting movement. I don't know, that's not necessarily a con, it's just it's a little odd, and I actually think it works with this piece because this entire design is very unique. So I guess that's a unique feature, and it falls in line with the overall design of the watch. The movement is, you know, it's accurate. It runs about 10 seconds a day slow on mine. That's within specs, and it's about on par with all the Solitas and ETA, unregulated ETA 2824 movements. So I'm pleased with the movement, and it's a functional workhorse movement, so you know, you can't knock that. The other drawback about this watch is the bezel. So the bezel, like I said, it has a really nice ceramic insert. It's finished somewhere in between a Pelagos and a Tudor Pelagos and a Rolex Submariner. It's not quite matte, but it's not glossy. There's a little bit of a brush finish to it, and it does reflect light, but it's not overpowering. Like I said, the bezel is very easy to grip with its design. So, I mean, the materials and the design lead you to think this is going to be a really nice bezel, but then you operate it. I mean, it's secure and it's snappy. It's quite loud, but I mean, there's too much play for a $1,000 diver. There should not be that much play, and it's a little stiff to move too. So, I mean, you look at it, you look at the design, you look at the materials, and you think, oh, this is going to be a great bezel, and then you use it, and it's a little bit of a letdown with how much play there is, and just how the action isn't very great. It's not a great action. So those are my big knocks, as poor anti-reflective coating and poor bezel action. Not necessarily poor bezel action, but not good bezel action. All right, let me show you the box that comes in. I've got the rubber strap in here. It's a big box. It's really nice. The paperwork's impressive. Let me show you this strap. This is a sweet strap. It's I don't know if it's all natural rubber or if it's a blend, but it's very supple. It's very comfortable, and this integrated clasp is just a joy to use. It's super secure. It's well thought out. It's nicely executed. I mean, check out that finishing. It's easy to adjust. I mean, all you got to do is, you know, pop it out and slide it and pop it back in. I mean, it's thought out really well. I mean, I'm not going to change it right now while I'm doing the video, but if you can imagine this rubber strap on it, it changes the look. It makes it more casual. It dresses it down, and this center portion of the strap, you know, is raised, and that raised portion repeats there on the clasp. All of the the lettering is done very well. It's just, if you look at the side, excuse me, there, can you see that nice little curve on the side? It just fits. When this is put on, it fits in that lug just perfectly. So, I mean, this is not a rubber strap that was just designed by Oris that you could throw on any number of watches. This was thought out specifically for the Oris Aquis, and I really like that attention to detail and the execution. The scent, it's a scented rubber strap, but don't let that throw you. It's very, very faint, and it's a vanilla scent. It's actually really pleasant. It's nothing like those really overpowering Oakley rubber straps that are, you know, super, super scented. It's just, it's almost imperceptible, but it's present. And if I had to recommend one of the options, if you're just going to get one, I would say go with the rubber strap. It's so comfortable. It's so practical. I've enjoyed using it very much. It just makes a great just a really good daily wear strap for this piece. I'm a little partial to bracelets. I know some of you guys are too. So get both if you can. If you just can only get one, I say get the rubber, because I mean they're totally excellent straps. I'm not sad that there's integrated lugs that I can't, you know, put a NATO or a leather on, because these two bracelet options are just, those two strap options are just phenomenal. So in closing here, let me give you a sense of scale. I got my Orient Mako USA here. So this is like almost 42 millimeters. This is 40. And I mean, you can see just the difference in the bracelets. I mean, this is a very almost delicate, very elegant bracelet. The links are small. They kind of remind me in design of the Rolex President style. Not, I mean, it's not a copy, but I think they were inspired by the President. It's very comfortable, but you know, you can see this is kind of a delicate, elegant piece. And let me show you my other elegant piece, the Seiko Brights. I mean, the bracelet sizes and widths are basically the same, but you can see with these thin links how it just changes the look. This is 40.5, this is 40, but it looks, you know, it looks its size. I think it's really interesting. So anyways, would I recommend this? Yeah, I think if you've got $1,000 budget and you're looking for a good daily wear piece, this is an awesome offering. Now, I mean, it's not perfect, and if you're looking for the 40 millimeter size, you're really limited in color options. All of the nice color options are only found in the 36 and the 43 size, which is a shame. And I emailed Oris and I said, hey, are you ever going to offer the 40 and all of these great colors that you offer your other sizes in? And they said they had no plan. They hear a lot of those emails, but they have no plans to expand the color options for the 40. And I also suggested that they fill lume in the bezel, because in the ceramic bezel, each of those markings are slightly indented. And so you could fill those with lume and it would be really cool. I mean, just add some more function to an already very functional, very modern design. So I suggested that as well, and they didn't respond to my comment, so I have no idea if they thought I was crazy or if they think it's an awesome idea. You know, who knows. So there are some drawbacks, but I do recommend it. I do have another $1,000 Swiss diver on the way, and I'm going to compare it to this when it arrives in the next couple weeks. So be looking out for that. I appreciate your guys' comments and watching these videos, and I enjoy responding to them, so please keep that coming. I'll keep the reviews coming. I'll do more comparisons. I'll do some instructional videos and watch talk. You know, I'm going to try and do videos as often as I can. Go ahead and like this video if you've liked it. Go ahead, share and subscribe if you wish, and I will catch you guys next time. Thanks.